Hi everyone and welcome to DIY with Nadia. Today I'm making 3 foam Dollar Tree wreaths and I'm using a few unconventional items. Stay tuned. Something really interesting. So I found this elastic support bandage that is this gorgeous orange. I always try to look for unconventional things that I can make wreaths with, especially at the Dollar Tree. Okay, so we're going to take these little bands off and you can just start pulling kind of taut. You don't have to even hot glue if you don't want. And just start going around. Now I'm just hot gluing it in place. All right, to decorate, I'm going to be using this little maple leaves bushel, and this is like the light maple leaves. And then I think I want to use some of this white ribbon because I want the decor to be a little bit on the lighter side. And this is from last year. I think they have this ribbon this year too. I'm just going to grab a little piece of floral wire, get a tail about 4 inches long, make a simple bow. I'm going to bring it together. I'm just twisting it in the back. And so the first thing I'm going to do is hot glue some leaves on here. I have some of these fuzzies from a previous project. They're from the Dollar Tree. And I want to put them over here too. Okay, now I'm going to see if I think I'm going to use 2 of these. And these are just white little or ivory little berries from the Dollar Tree. And I'm going to put them in between these little guys. These berries are so full. I'm just going to snip a little bit from the back. And I'm actually going to use them in the center right here. I am going to do little ducktails. For this wreath, I'm going to be using Dollar Tree foam wreath, and we are using yarn that's also from the Dollar Tree. So the concept here is fairly easy. The first thing I'm going to do is tie a little knot, and then I'm just going to start to go around. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is I'm going to take orange yarn. This is from the Dollar Tree. And by the way, if you flip the little label over, you will see 9-inch ruler right inside. I'm not sure if you guys can tell, but there's a 9-inch ruler right on the inside right here. So I'm going to start in the back. So we're going to loop it through and leave a little tail before we go around. And how I do it is just I try to keep it together. Now for the front. And we're gonna make a little bit of an angle and try to space these out fairly evenly. You can always fix this. This is not permanent. And you want to do it kind of loose so you can adjust it as you go along. Now here I am going to start going the other way. So I'm going to tie it right here. It doesn't have to be really tight. And what I like to do is kind of like do a shoelace tie, so you can always untie it in case you need it. Let me see here. I just did one of those. And now I'm ready to go the other way. And this is where you can adjust, because you want that crisscross to be in the front top. Now I'm just going to untie this and then tie it with the one that we just finished with. And now you're completing that circle. If you're not sure, just do a little tie like this, and you could just hide it in the back until you're sure how you want everything done here. To decorate, there's many things you can do. I decided to do something cute, and because I had these mini pumpkins and I wanted to do something with those. I'm just going to grab 3 of these, and I want to hang them kind of like this. The nice thing about using a black strand, it can disappear and you can adjust it. Okay, so I'm just taking and tying it underneath this so it doesn't fall forward. We're just gonna hot glue it right here in place. So now I want to do a little bow for the front. So basically what I'm going to do is leave an 1 inch tail, kind of make a little 2 ears, and I'm going to just tie them. Bam, we have a little bow, kind of like we learned to do bunny ears when we were little. You can cut it as short as you want, but I thought it would be so adorable. Once again, 1 inch, bunny ear 1, bunny ear 2, and we're just gonna loop them. I'm gonna loop it over here, and I'm kind of going to just sink that little piece of thread in, and that way, let me see here, you can't even tell from the front. Okay, you guys, after playing with this for a little bit, what I found is you really want to tie it right in the middle, right here. This way the little pumpkin will hang nice and even in the center of the wreath. Okay, now that my pumpkins are attached, the last thing I'm going to do is permanently tie the orange thread now that I know we're all done. For this wreath, we are going to be using mesh tubing and of course the foam Dollar Tree wreath. I have 2.5 packs. This one I used previously, so we'll see how much I'm going to need. I find it best to keep it together when you're starting to work. And we are first going to hot glue the little tail in place. Okay, now that that is nice and secure, I'm going to start wrapping. You could make it flat, it's fine. So if you have a damaged one, sometimes they come kind of damaged like this. It really shouldn't be like that, but for this wreath, that's going to work just fine. And we're just going to wrap this tightly, and see, this is where it was, and it just goes around really nicely. And make sure you make it nice and compact so we don't see any of the green. Okay, we are 2 packs in. Okay, just a little dollop of glue. and then continue. I'm going to hot glue it in place right here. Let's start with some of these flowers. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to hot glue these just to kind of get me started. Okay, so what I decided to do is grab another mom, and I'm going to put this one in between two of these. So at the end of the day, I'm having the hardest time deciding if I want the heather little beads to be right here or the willow, and I decided to use actually both. And these willow branches, you can definitely, if you don't need that length, you could definitely cut them in the middle and kind of double it right here. So this is just one branch. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this one right here facing up. I like this a lot. I'm just going to hot glue this in place. And in case you're asking why am I not giving it any greens, I'm one of those people that I believe in the power of 3. Meaning, I do not like, if I'm doing something where it's, you know, something clean, I like no more than 3 colors. So this I consider color 1, this is color 2, this is color 3. Would I put something white in the back? If I had something white, I would. But the only thing I have that's white are these little berries. It's just going to be a little too much. But if I had these in ivory, I would probably put them along. Probably. Okay, so I decided to go ahead and grab some of these berries, and these berries come from the ones where the leaf little bushels, like where the ivory yellowish leaves. And what I'm going to do is I'm going just to stick them throughout here and there. What do you guys think about the berries? Should I have stopped without them? To complete this wreath, I decided to get one of these 3 little pumpkins, and they have a little clip on them, and I'm just going to clip it to one of the plastic little floral holders. And I think this just gives it a beautiful fall feel.
Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed these 3 Dollar Tree wreaths. Let me know down below which one is your favorite. And if you are not subscribed to my channel and love videos like this, please consider subscribing and don't forget to hit the thumbs up button. With that being said, have a beautiful day and I will see you soon.